Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Topic of Discussion. Caleb McCabe, Travion Davis. We do the same thing every week. We give you our opinions on the latest sports news. Once again, this is Topic of Discussion. First thing up, Michael Vick confirmed today that he is the owner of a dog again. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, okay, he's a human being. He's made his mistakes just like every human being has. And I think it's just another step on his way back to being a normal person. I think that it's all right. I know there's some people raising hell about it, but I think that it's all right. He has a family, so and I'd say a good amount of families have dogs. His kids probably wanted it, and I really don't see that big of a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a normal guy.
Yeah,
people mess up. The whole scandal thing, that's causing a big uproar still to this day. But I mean, I don't see what's the big deal about him having. I mean, I see what the big deal is, but it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah,
I mean, he's owning a
he
pet
served his
like,
time.
Right.
He served his time. He's out. He should be able, he did his. I know the rule was he couldn't have a pet till his probation was done. His probation's done. Let him live his life. I mean, there's always going to be someone who has an issue with what a social figure does, right. And I think let him do him and let it go.
Right. I mean, the kids want to play with the dog.
Yeah.
They have a backyard. Family time. Hey, the dog has to be there. So let's just hope nothing else happens like the previous incident. As well, what's making headlines right now, Jay Sandusky, he finally got sentenced. He has to serve a minimum of 30 years, no more than 60, which is basically at his age life, but by technical terms it can't say life. Do you think that he got the sentencing that he deserved? I mean, he had to serve 45 counts of it. He got acquitted. I mean, not acquitted, but he got charged with 45 counts. So,
I mean,
he's an old man. He got a minimum of 30.
There really is no. I think the fact that it happened in Pennsylvania, where there is no death sentence, was a blessing to him.
Right.
If it would have happened in Texas, I guarantee you he'd be going down next week. He'd be moved to the front of the line, and he is what that he did is so unspeakable, so unthinkable. I mean, there's just no place in this world for people like that.
Right.
He's going to have to be in some isolated cell because in prison, we don't know, but
right.
I've always heard that the lowest of the low are the child molesters. So I mean, it's good that he'll probably at least be in there until he's gone,
right?
Which is what I think he deserves, but I guess there really wasn't much more than what that they gave him. So,
right. I mean, he's 68, I believe.
I have no idea.
You serve a minimum of 30 years. You're basically telling someone at his age, "Hey, you're gonna die in here."
Yeah.
But, I mean, 45 counts. Like that's
a lot.
He's a monster. Like, and the crazy thing about all this is that he said that he felt like he was the victim in this whole situation.
Yeah.
45 counts of child molestation, child sex abuse. That's bad, dude. Like, that's just unspeakable.
Yeah.
You can't say that he got what he deserved because some people feel like, he should have gotten the death penalty or what have you, or a more severe punishment. But to know that you're never going to see freedom again, you're going to die in a prison.
That's got to suck.
I mean, I think you can't get any worse than that. I think he got what he deserved. 45 counts is a lot. He should feel bad. I hope he feels bad. So, I mean, it'll never be done with, but at least the family got some type of closure from it. I mean, because stuff like that it never really goes away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see how that all pans out with Penn State and how everything goes with that. But off to a lighter note, I should say. The Drew Brees broke the record. Everybody knows 48 consecutive games with a touchdown, previously held by Johnny Unitas. Terry Bradshaw bashed Drew Brees a little bit. He was quoted as saying, "I was a little upset that he went to the NFL to get Peyton and everybody back to watch him break a record." I'm like, are you kidding me? I would never have gone and asked for them back. I thought it was disrespectful to the San Diego Chargers. So break it. Go ahead. Hell, throw it 50 times a game. I'm just against stuff like that. I just don't believe in doing stuff like that. He also went on to say, once again, I'm not much on that stuff. I'm not into records. I'm just into winning football games. The Saints, he said, they hadn't won a game. I'm not into records. Once again, he keeps reiterating that. I'm into winning Super Bowls. These things aren't important. We lose sight of why we play. We play to win and win championships, not to break records. Do you agree with Terry Bradshaw on that right there?
I do to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Breeze, what he did, like, it's
That was
pretty
a big-
awesome.
yeah, that
it's
was a
pretty
big
awesome. But at the same time, I don't think that record is. I thought it was celebrated too much for what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he would have broken the record for most touchdown passes in a season. I know he already has yards in a season, but personally, I think his will end sooner, and I think Tom Brady will eventually go on and break it. I mean, Brady's at like he's only like 7 or 8 games behind him, so I just don't think that it was that big of a deal for all of this to get brought up about.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree with Terry Bradshaw whenever he says players have lost the whole we're here to win Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. Because I mean that is what that you're trying to do. You're not out there to break records. Mm-hmm. But I didn't even see it as a big deal until these comments even gotten brought up.
When he actually broke, I watched the game. When he actually broke the record, it wasn't like, everybody stopped the game.
Yeah,
it was just he held up the ball, saluted the crowd, thank you. Went to the bench, sat on down like nothing happened. They announced in the stadium. The kickoff, the point after the try, the PAT, it came on like that. So it was not a big major deal. I agree with Terry on, like you said, some of the things he say. We're here to win games. It's not an individual game because without your other team members, you wouldn't have those records anyway. So, was it a big deal? Yes, because it's a record. Every record is a big deal in my eyes. But as far as should he be, slandered by another Hall of Fame quarterback, I don't think it should go that far. But
yeah.
That's just me. It's Terry Bradshaw now. Mind you, it's Terry Bradshaw. We all know how Terry Bradshaw get at times.
Yeah.
Also, on the subject of quarterbacks, Cam Newton, we all know what he did his rookie year. Impressive rookie year.
Great rookie year.
But you have your naysayers, people saying that it might be a fluke. Do you see Cam Newton as being the next Vince Young already? It's kind of early, but.
Well, here's the problem I have with saying that. Vince Young was never really that bad. If you look at his career record, he actually has a winning record.
Right.
But he got his whole career was more overshadowed with off the field stuff.
Right.
But he's not with anyone today, so he must not be that good. But Cam Newton, great rookie year. I think he'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. He plays in Carolina. Who else does he have around him?
Yeah, he doesn't have the
Steve Smith has got to be close to 40 now.
Right. And then the line is just it's not looking too good. I think once you're a player of that stature and you get all that spotlight, and as soon as one thing happens, the media, we take it.
They almost beat the Falcons too. It came down to a last-second field goal for the Falcons to win. So they're not that bad of a team,
mm-hmm.
but he doesn't have the supporting cast.
Right. So I don't see it as being Vince Young per se. I don't think he's gonna fizzle out as fast as Vince Young, because Vince Young, like you said, his off the field issues. that overshadowed his talent on the field, which actually, had a correlation there with his downfall. But I don't think Cam Newton is going to be that same type of player. He has so much potential to be so much better than what he already is. So, it's just we keep him to a high standard. We already put him on a pedestal coming out of college. So I think he'll be okay. I just think he'll be okay. The Houston Texans making major noise in the AFC. Are they for real, or are we just prisoners of the moment because they're just putting a handle on everybody they play against?
I hate to say this, but
they don't have Brian Cushing. You got to remember this. But still,
okay, Brian Cushing, the fact that he is even allowed to go out there and play anymore after he straight up got caught taking steroids is beyond me. But they're for real, man.
Yeah. They're making noise in the AFC, man.
It makes my heart just crack into pieces knowing that I have to say this. But they have the best running back in the league. He might, the only person I can say who might be better would be Marshawn Lynch for right now. Mm-hmm. But Arian Foster is a monster. They do have the best wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Andre Johnson is absolutely amazing. J.J. Watt on the defensive side.
Right. He's a beast.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a beast.
That whole team, there are no holes.
Right.
And I don't understand, coming from a Cowboys fan perspective, that Wade Phillips couldn't do this with the Cowboys D, but he has turned that defense into probably a top 5 defense in this league.
And it's a bunch of young guys in there for real. Honestly, them
even without Mario Williams.
Right. They are by far just shooting a skyrocket right now.
Yeah.
They're on the move. And it was actually, I believe I saw it on Yahoo, if I'm not mistaken. Brian Cushing, he said they will be in the Super Bowl and they're going to win it. So, Mr. Brian Cushing, Mr. I smack myself in the face with a helmet. Hey, be careful what you say, because now the whole world is watching the Houston Texans, all because of the things y'all say. And plus, y'all doing good, so I hope that y'all can keep it up. I hope y'all can keep it up. Y'all are making Cowboys fans mad, so keep it up, please. I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. Speaking about Texas, the Rangers, you're the baseball guy in this dynamic duo. What's next for the Rangers? Because, it's October. You know what time that means. It's about to get real in the MLB. So, I mean,
it's the first time in 2 years the Rangers haven't been there.
Yeah, so what's next now? Now we know they're not going to the World Series. What's next for them?
Okay. I hate to be the person who says this, but I saw it coming. The Rangers, they just weren't the same team as last year. Mm-hmm. Josh Hamilton, he's got to go. I know he had a great year, 43 home runs, I think, like 130 RBIs, batted like 285, but he just looks like he doesn't even want to be there.
Yeah, that lazy.
Yes,
it was
nasty. I know some bullcrap team is going to come out of nowhere and just offer him just a big contract like the Cleveland Indians or like the Royals, so someone like that, or the Red Sox, and he just let him walk. We have Craig Gentry, who had a great year this year. Leonis Martin is coming up. And Mike Napoli. He had a great second half of the year last year, but he had 24 home runs, but he also batted around 220.
Yeah, and they were important home runs.
Yeah. So
key plays.
I mean, to me, they've got to get rid of some of the older guys. You got to bring in some newer guys. Mm-hmm. Maybe even cut out Ian Kinsler. I know Kinsler. He had a decent year, but Jurickson Profar, the 19-year-old stud, mm-hmm. he has to have a place somewhere in the infield. He came to play every game this year, so
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Yeah,
we're gonna see. Come spring training, we're gonna see what's up with the Rangers and how they're gonna bounce back after this year. NBA right around the corner. Charles Barkley was made a couple headlines by saying that LeBron James has the capability to become better than Michael Jordan. Now, with basketball enthusiasts, for some reason, if you say that someone is going to be better than Michael Jordan or something or some type of comparison to Michael Jordan, is like blasphemy.
Yeah.
So, do you think LeBron James can actually be better than Michael Jordan? I mean, it's LeBron now. It's LeBron.
I might be a little biased here, but I've always been a big LeBron fan, and I think he has. I mean, I think LeBron has the possibility of doing it. If you look at their career stats through the age 27 or 28 so far, however old that LeBron is, LeBron has actually already had a better career thus far. He already won his first title. He has, I think, 2 or 3 MVPs. And Jordan only had 1, and he only had like 1 MVP.
Right.
So, and I mean, that's not like that much of a difference. And I know people say, "Oh, LeBron has Bosh and D Wade and now Ray Allen." Okay. MJ had Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was so
he did
so underrated.
He did.
And I mean,
and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the MJ show up there. So I mean, I think LeBron has a chance to have just as great of a career, but still, I think in a lot of people's minds, MJ was just the first to be that dominant. So I mean, I don't think in 10 years kids will be like, "Oh yeah, LeBron James, best to ever play the game," but he'll be up there.
Yeah. It's LeBron, man. Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing. Back then, when Michael Jordan was, actually Michael Jordan, everybody wanted to be like Mike. It was just Michael Jordan. Now you have Kobe, and then you have LeBron. We already said that Kobe could be better than Michael Jordan. Then you come up with LeBron. I honestly think that LeBron can be better than Jordan. I'm a Michael Jordan fanatic, diehard, grew up Chicago Bulls fan. I watch
the
Michael
sky
Jordan.
is the limit for
right,
him.
You know what I'm saying? But like Charles Barkley said, bigger, he's stronger, and he's faster. When you're 6'8",
way more athletic.
Yeah, when you're 6'8", 245, and you're moving like you're just 200, you're a problem out there. And they don't have the same, intangibles as far as mid-range game. He's there. LeBron he's getting there. Don't get me wrong, he's getting there.
He can play the entire floor.
Yeah, but Magic did that. Nobody ever said, well, it's such and such going to be better than Magic. But, every comparison is going to be there when you have a phenomenal athlete such as LeBron James.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that before his career is over, LeBron James will be the new quote-unquote Michael Jordan of the NBA. At least for our generation, for sure. I know that for a fact. So, I don't know. Only time will tell with that one. But we're going to fast forward here to Charlton Sports. This Saturday, the Texan football team playing against A&M Commerce. And if you don't know anything about Commerce, if we lose this game, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip something over. We're going to record it in the studio. I'm going to flip everything. The whole studio is going to be trash. I'll pay for it somehow. I don't know how, but I'll pay for it. We shouldn't lose this game. I know we lost last week against Delta State. We let one go. But if we lose this game, Caleb, everything in here, I'm destroying everything. We have it on record. I'm destroying everything. Because I don't like disrespecting other opponents, but Commerce, it's not looking too good for y'all. It's not. It's not looking too good for them.
Kind of like a Savannah State.
Yeah, like if the redshirt freshmen don't play this game, I'm telling on everybody. I'm suspending everybody on the team. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Me and Caleb, we're going to tag team on the entire football team. We're going to suspend y'all from life. So, therefore, we're just going to keep y'all cooped up in y'all rooms and make y'all just turn off all the lights, cover up y'all windows and everything, because y'all should not lose this game. It should be an ultimate blowout. I'm going to say something outlandish, something like 52-3, just off of sympathy. If we lose this game, I'm going to destroy something. I don't know what. I might just get a piece of a pencil or something and break. I'm destroying something. The Tarleton should not lose this game. I just know that they shouldn't lose this game. But Sunday, Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness, man.
Basketball season is here.
Fever's in the air.
We're ready. Have you heard anything about the Texan basketball team? Do you?
I mean,
because I have a little bit of something.
The basketball team here has been good for
girls
a while.
and boys. Yeah, girls and boys.
I know that the basketball team, I'm sure, is still pretty pissed off about the whole ducking out in the tournament a little bit earlier than they wanted to last year. But, man, basketball season here, you can just tell people are excited about it. All week on campus, all I've heard people ask is, are you going to Midnight Madness on Sunday? And I mean that gym's gonna be packed.
Yeah, it's gonna be rocking, and I'm gonna be right there, going crazy. We are gonna be going crazy. So Texan and Texans, hey, we already know what you guys can do. Another ring, show it off proudly because y'all are a problem. Y'all are something good. So I know I can't wait. Caleb can't wait. We cannot wait till you guys tip off. So please bring us what we need. We want the national championship. We know y'all are going to get the conference. We're going for that national championship. I know y'all have the power to do it. But before we go out of here, rundown NFL games, big games this week. It's a lot of big
games, man.
Week 6 is a big week. We first up have Indianapolis and New York. Who you taking in that one?
Man, the Jets are just terrible.
Yeah, and Andrew Luck, he should feel good after last week.
Yeah, but I just don't think he has enough experience to do that every week. And I know the whole Chuck Pagano thing, but I think that the Jets are going to pull it out here. I think this might be the game where Tebow comes out and replaces Sanchez. But I'm going to take the Jets 24-21, close game.
I have to ride with the Colts on this one simply because Green Bay Packers, my Packers. We let them off the hook. We had them.
Let them off the hook.
We had them by the throat, and we let them go and frolic in the flowers. I have to take
Green.
Yeah, I have to take Indianapolis in this one. I'll say 27-21. Indianapolis Colts. I mean, it's the Jets. They're not looking too good. Their best receiver on the team is a cornerback in Antonio Cromartie. So I have to roll with the Colts. Another big game, Philly and Detroit. What is it looking like for you?
Detroit has to come out and play. They're hungry for a win. Their season has not been going according to plan after the whole playoffs thing. And the Eagles have been underperforming too after the whole Asamoah signing, Vince Young, just the whole dream team thing. I think I'm going to go with Stafford and Megatron on this one. I'm going to say Lions 35-28.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one. I think the Lions are going to pull it out. Philly, y'all couldn't keep winning, playing the way that y'all been playing. Two games.
Every game is way too close.
Yeah, it's just not y'all time anymore. I'm rolling with Detroit. I'll say it's gonna be probably a mid-scoring game, 17-14 type deal. I'm gonna roll with Detroit. Also, big game for you, Dallas Cowboys fans. Dallas and Baltimore. What's up, man?
Okay. I went to the Monday night game last week. It was a disgrace, one of the worst nights of my life. But I know Lawrence Vickers, the Cowboys fullback, and Ray Lewis have been talking trash left and right to each other. And I will say Ray Lewis is not the run stopper he used to be.
Right.
He's still a great linebacker. But man, they got Ray Rice, Flacco, Bolden, Torrey Smith, Ed Reed.
They're balling.
Man,
they're balling.
How that team ever loses a game is beyond me. But it kills me to this, but I gotta take the Ravens, 27-13.
27-13. All right, I can rock with you on the Ravens. They're looking great. I can't wait till.
They barely beat the Chiefs though last week.
Right, but the Chiefs always get people like that. That's why I say they're the Seattle Seahawks of the AFC. So, But Baltimore, back to Baltimore. They're a Super Bowl favorite for the AFC.
Yeah.
Dallas, on paper, could easily be a favorite from the NFC, but it's Dallas.
Yeah.
Inconsistent. So, Baltimore, please, just so I can mess with him, please beat the life out of the Cowboys. I want you to. I want you to win. I think that you can win. I think it's going to be something crazy like 35 to 10.
I hope not.
I hope it. Please for me, just so I can mess with him the entire week. Please beat them. Another big game, rematch of last year's divisional champion. I mean, not divisional championship, but conference championship. San Francisco, New York. What's up, Eli versus Alex Smith?
Man, those Giants are just looking
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
Bradshaw finally came to life last week, and I hate saying this because I hate the Giants too. But Eli, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he is an elite quarterback in this league. And I hate that little smirk that he always gives, just that clueless face. I can just see it now, but
he gonna hit you with the direct TV pixie dust and just throw your whole mind off. Watch out.
I think San Francisco's defense is too much in this, though. I think it'll be 2017. It'll be a close game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close one. I gotta say San Francisco 27-24, just because the defenses and the offense, one of them has to give. It's either going to be a defensive game or it's going to be an offensive game. Something has to give. So I'm going to say 27-24 in San Francisco. Another one we have to watch out for is Washington and Minnesota. Washington could possibly be without RG3.
He is playing.
Oh, so he is playing.
Yeah,
Okay, so they have him. I just hope he doesn't be all kooky back there messing up plays.
Yeah.
You know, that concussion is nothing to play with. But just for my take, I'll say Minnesota, because Minnesota's been on the come up right now. They're hot.
Their defense has been playing off the wall so far this year. I mean, I gotta take them too. So
yeah, Minnesota 21-17.
Yeah.
What's your score
I
prediction
mean,
on that?
I think it's gonna be. I think it'll be a little more high scoring than that. I think AP is gonna go off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like 42-35.
Yeah. Okay. And this one, Green Bay at Houston. Please, Green Bay. Please win, or I'm not going to be able to eat cheese for like the rest of my life. This is going to be a good one, though, because you have a high, just powered team in Green Bay. I know they're playing in the slumps right now.
Are they what? Are they 2-3 currently?
Yeah, they're looking like poochies.
They could go 2-4 this week, which if you'd have told me the Packers would have even been below 500 once this year,
Right.
I would have called you absolutely insane.
Right.
But I mean, they got their work cut out for them against
It's
against
Houston.
that
Right.
defense. They
It's
good.
Houston.
The Packers line has given up probably more sacks than like a middle school team, but. You got J.J. Watt. You better watch out, Green Bay.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but Houston, they're gonna get up in their behinds, man. I'm gonna say something bad. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say this, 35 to just 12. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Really?
Because our zone blitz scheme is just it's not looking good right now.
I got Matthews at least.
That's it. We
Charles
have
Woodson.
the players, but we're not doing it. And lastly, Denver and San Diego.
Monday night.
Monday night. My favorite Manning against Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers fires me up.
Yeah. So what's up? What's up on that one?
Man, you can just tell that Peyton Manning still is not 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong; he's still better than some quarterbacks that are starting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this might be his coming out game. I know Ryan Matthews really got it going this past week. But I think it is going to be Peyton's week. I'm going to take them by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
Yeah, same exact score. I'm gonna say it's 28.
Yeah.
14. So
Doomerville, I think he's going to have a big game, and I think that kid from A&M is too, Vaughn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Vaughn Miller.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to get to Rivers 1 or 2 times in critical situations.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see Monday night big game. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
But this has been a topic of discussion. Caleb McCabe, Travion Davis. You know, we'll be at every Friday. Thank y'all for watching.
See ya.